Good morning to you. It's been a crazy day already and we've barely got started. Today is all about hitting deadline. The first deadline is the book. The book needs to go to the printers by the end of today. I've got the girls working on some edits on that right now and they're piling in. I'm literally like sitting in this kind of triangle where I'm getting a change. The change I then send over, I'm then getting feedback on that change. I'm then working it and bang. You know it works, right? So that's a little bit chaotic. It was most of today doing the same thing actually. Most of them were victim of my own ambition, if I'm honest. We were going to take a little booklet with us, which was going to be like, I don't know, 30, 40 pages and hand it out Expert Empires later this month. I then ran with that, as I tend to do, and with, I wouldn't say over-ambition, because we're going to hit this, it's going to be achieved, but let's just say I've pushed my ambition to the limit on this, and given the timescales we've had, it's a 164-page book that we're putting out there now. And it's getting professionally printed. I've got an ISBN number on it. We're going to be getting it up on Amazon once we get to the other side of Expert Empires. So over Christmas we'll get it up on Amazon. We'll turn it into an ebook as well and everything else. So super ambitious. However, hard fixed deadline. I've managed. Well, I say managed. I'm going to touch wood here, right? We're going to hit it today. We're going to hit it. Okay. There is still quite a lot of work to do. It's quite intense. On top of that, I've got a lot of other deadlines. For example, like Expert Empires. So Maya's here at the moment and we're working through all the stuff we need for Expert Empires. Of course, we've got the stand, we've got to redo that, we've got the marketing, the messaging. Last time we were at Expert Empires, it was all about helping people to launch their own masterminds, launch their own group coaching programs. This time it's very much specifically talking about success groups online and the community we've created and the infrastructure we've put in place to hold people accountable, but also to continually develop themselves and continually grow themselves as business owners so they can achieve their long-term goals. We've got it all covered, you know. We're just working it out today. It's really, it's a really cool, super offering, if I do say so myself. You know, there's certain things that need to be in place in order to create success. And you might want to do a quick check yourself for your business, make sure you've got this in place. Number one, you need absolute crystal clear goals. Now, goal setting is something you can sit down with someone and spend half an hour on, or you could do a 10-hour audio program that I've created, which will probably take you about 20 hours, maybe more to complete. It's so thorough because here's the thing. You end up with a handful of crappy old goals or a handful of goals you haven't really worked through. You're going to be double guessing yourself over the next month, next 6 months, certainly over the next year. If you put the work in up front now, when it comes to setting, say, 2019 goals, you're going to end up with some really cool, hardcore, crystallized goals that we have literally wrung the neck of. My methodology is really simple. Open it up, right? Dream big. Where do you want to get to? Where do you want to be? Bring it down to year goals. Once you've got your year goal, you have 100 of them, right? Seriously, if you're an ambitious person, you have 100 goals. Then we say, right, you can achieve anything, you can't achieve everything. So we strangle it and we strangle it and we strangle it and we crush them and they drip through our fingers, and what you're left with is a perfect set of goals for you for the next 12 months. 10 hours of audio, probably about 20 hours to complete. Some people I know take longer than that to put the time in. It's worth it. We're setting up 365 days worth of goals for next year. Of course, it makes sense to spend a couple of them working out exactly what it is that you're going to be dedicating yourself to. Also, when you can trust your goals, it's like a roadmap. You just need to know, where's my next point that I'm aiming for, get my foot on the accelerator and just smash it out. If I'm constantly double guessing myself, should I be doing this? Should I be doing that? Should I be over here? Should I be over there? You can see, number one, you can get pulled off in different directions. Number two, it's the slow way. Even if you stay on path, you constantly just keep checking your map, you're not going to get any kind of real progression going there. So there you go, you've got to have your goal set in place. If your goal setting's in place, awesome. Guess what? The perfect goal setting, which I think we've created, or certainly as near as perfect as you're going to get, you still only got a 50-50 chance of achieving your goals. You need the accountability in place. I talked about this in the video last week. You need accountability in place. You need that commitment process in place. Absolutely built into everything we do across success groups and our masterminds. Set the right goals up front, really important. Still only got a 50-50 chance, even if you've done that. Then you've got to have the commitment in place. Then you've got to have the accountability in place, absolutely embedded in everything we do. We have a goal setting system, a goal setting methodology, a program to follow. We also have an app that we use, an online app that everyone's plugged into at Success Groups to hold them accountable to those goals. We also do personable accountability. They come back to the room, they have to update us on where they're being and everything else. We hold everyone massively. It's literally embedded in our physical systems and processes, but also it's embodied in absolutely everything we do at Success Groups. And the third ingredient you need is personal development. You need to become the person you need to become in order to have the business that you're trying to create. The chances are, if you were already built for £1 million business, you'd have £1 million business, or you'd be well on your way. If you're not well on your way to achieving the goals and the ambition that you would choose for yourself, we have to grow up here. You need to grow up there so that ultimately you can achieve what it is that you want to achieve in the outside world. And you know, mate, I'm giving you a bit of our bloody sales pitch here, but obviously it's in my head because we're working through right now. We're working through the whole of our positioning and everything else. You know what? It's a fucking awesome one, if I do say so myself. Make sure your positioning and your business is the same, but also more importantly, make sure you've got those 3 core elements in place in your business. Because if you haven't, come on, who are you looking at? Who are you listening to? Come and talk to me. I've got it. We plug you in. We'll plug you into all these systems. We'll plug you into the processes. We'll plug you into the personal development. We'll plug you into accountability. We'll plug you into an environment where other people are experiencing extreme growth in their businesses, where growth in business is just an expectation of everyone in there. Personal growth is an expectation. It's a powerful place to be. Anyway, it's not a sales pitch. I just want to talk to you about what we've been getting up to. I will drop into you later. I'm talking about millions to the dozen because I've got about 500 things to do. Let's relax. We've got a foundation program later on today, and today we're talking about raising our game. So I will share with you some hints and tips and some of the content that we'll be talking to those guys to later on this evening. If you know you need to raise your game, then tune in and I'll share that with you. Anyway, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to leave you in peace. Have an awesome one. Please make sure you make it count. I say it every single day because it's important that you do that every single day. What is it you need to get done today, first and foremost, to move you, your business, your life forward to where you want it to be? Get that shit done first, and then you can start doing all the other bits and pieces that you may want to do or other people want you to do, whatever it might be. But do the core shit first that you need to do to keep your life on track, and you will be successful. I'll check in just a little bit. Catch you later. Okay, take 3. We honestly, my car's not playing ball. The lights went out a minute ago. The stereo just turned on. We'll see if we can get through this in one take. We have just finished the third instalment, the final instalment of our current foundation program, and we've just commented about how lovely the people are that have been in there.
Our tribe.
So these are people who we also our tribe. Who's our tribe? Who's our tribe? If you're in business, you know you need to know who your tribe are. In other words, who are the people that you can have the biggest impact with? Who is it you work well with? Who is it you really enjoy working with? All those kinds of things. And these guys have got a whole room full of these people. And what they are is that they're ambitious. They know that there's blocks to them achieving their ambitions, and they're wide open, absolutely wide open to hearing what we've got to say. And more importantly, they're implementing it.
They are. They are. We had so along the journey, you know, a few people have been really challenged by the content. But that's the point. You know, we want to shake things up. We want to challenge things. Otherwise, you just leave our course the same person as when you arrived.
Yep.
So it's been really challenging. But when you have a conversation with someone who's challenged, and you have that moment where they just get it. It just opens up for them. It's phenomenal, and we've just had
loads of that.
Yeah, one after another on this course. It's
Loads
been amazing.
It gets overused, right? The term transformation, it gets overused, but what happens? There's 2 types of transformations that you have. One is that instantaneous. It's that sudden wisdom or knowledge or knowing, that moment of change where you like, I used to see the world this way, but I now see it's this way. Yeah. I used to think this way, but now I think this way. And then there's the long-term transformation that takes time, you know. And what we're about in success groups is both of those, you know. It's the long-term transformation that you have to keep leaning against, you know, week after week, month after month, potentially maybe year after year, to really create the changes you're looking to, but also being wide open to those spontaneous, instantaneous changes that can happen when you're in the presence of new information, new knowledge, and new perceptions. So it's been awesome. Logic bombs. So sometimes these logic bombs go in and instantaneously explode. Yeah. Like, boom, you blow my mind, George. I see it. And we had that tonight, you know? Boom. It's like, wow, I see the light. Other times they're like a little ticking bomb. Tick, 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 tick. And sometimes they go off later tonight in your dreams. Sometimes they'll fire off. I do turn up in people's dreams. They have told me my voice does turn up in people's dreams. But yeah, and sometimes they can take weeks or whatever it goes, and eventually you get it and it clicks, and you change. You literally change. In those moments you change, then your prospects change, your outcomes change, your possibility changes. Super exciting. Mega late because everyone was really buzzing and chatty, so it's about 11:15. It's supposed to finish at 10 o'clock. I have, however, because nothing goes simple, it's been a season of fucking technology, as I'm calling it.
Fucking technology.
And literally the last thing I had to do on the book before I came out here, the bloody technology failed, and I've got to go back and do it tonight. So I've got to go back now and probably do a couple of hours work tonight before cracking on tomorrow. That wasn't my plan.
My hero.
I am her hero. Hardcore. Anyway, people, we're delirious now. I will check in with you tomorrow. Hope you've made it count. Hope you've done what you need to do today to move your life, your business forward so that you can achieve your overall ambitions. If not, guess what? Make it count. Get up tomorrow, start again, and make it so. I'll see you tomorrow. Have an awesome one.